Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey, today we're going to look at EVP from Alan Rorrison. Hey, what is EVP? EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. It's like, you know, the shows Ghost Hunters and all those spooky shows where the people walk into the haunted houses or the spooky places and they've got those huge boom mics and electronic devices and the Ghostbuster duels, and they're trying to listen for spiritual sounds that can only be recorded by an electronic device. That's what EVP is. It's putting that process into your hands using your smartphone. You borrow a spectator's smartphone, you say that you're going to call on the spirits or talk to the dead or something like that, and then you ask their smartphone a series of questions, recording it using their recording program. At first, your spectators and you don't hear anything, and when you hand the spectator their phone back, they're able to play that audio file back. And now when you ask those questions, there's an answer every single time in some spooky, haunting voice. Sounds scary? Let's watch it right now.
Have you ever heard of EVP? No? Can I use your cell phone? So right now we're recording, and we're gonna ask a couple questions. Are you here? Are you here? Yes. Are you here?
Leave now. It was answering his questions. Oh, hell no.
Oh my goodness.
You ask questions, and they don't hear anything until you stop recording and press play. Who are you trying to get in touch with? What the?
Oh my god! Okay. No, it says yes.
Behind you.
Dude, it was freaky, and I need to go. Literally, I'm shaking right now.
Are you a believer?
Alright, so like I said, this is done by Alan Rorrison. He's done Smoke, he's done Linky, he's done Eye Project, he's done Fingers of Fury. This beautiful packaging is done by Murphy's Magic. Alright, so what I liked. Hey, what's not to like? Great packaging, amazing effect, great quality gimmick, over an hour of instruction. It's a great product. Alright, so a couple of questions we always ask of all of our Magic reviews. The first of which is, what's in the box? What's in the box? Well, I'll tell you. You got your electronic device, and you got a URL, and you have a passcode so that you can access the URL online. That's where your instructions are. And you know what? I can't show you what's in here. I can't even show you like the foam cutout of how these little pieces fit together. It's just that intricate, and I don't want to reveal it. I don't want to give it away. So that's what's in the box. You just get the electronic device. It's precision made. It's a quality instrument. I doubt you could recreate it on your own. It's that good. And you get a URL to an online video and a passcode so that you can watch the instructions. All right, so is it what I expected? You know, you watch the trailer and then you kind of always start to make up like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. It's not at all what I expected, not at all. I was totally blown away by the creativity behind this effect and the self-workingness of it, the just compactness of it. It's a really creative, very dynamic effect. All right, so how are the angles? The angles are almost perfect. There's hardly any angles. In fact, on the instructional video, you will get instructions on how to do this wearing a jacket and with short sleeves. So you've got a little bit of options there, and there's really nothing angly for your spectators to find. Can it be inspected? I think so, because really the only thing the spectators are seeing is their own phone and your voice. They're not seeing anything else that would be inspected. They're not going to say, well, can I pat you down, or, you know, can I put an x-ray over you? I mean, that's not going to happen. So yeah, everything that they see in the process, they can inspect fully. They get to keep their phone. The audio file's on their phone. They get to keep it for the rest of their life. All right, how's the quality and production value? It's great. Murphy's did a great job with this DVD. There's multiple shots. It's a great studio environment. Very clean, very clear. It's all shot in HD. You get a couple of live performances, but mostly you get a lot of studio performances, and they go over and over and over and over and over again how this can be best suited to you, how to wear the utility, how to get in and out of it, how to create all the things you're going to need. I mean, even down to things like timing. They've really covered all their bases. Because this is also an electronic device, you are going to need a smartphone yourself. Okay, so just know that going in. More than likely, you're either going to have an iPhone or a Droid, either a Mac or a PC. And they go over that too. They go over the instructions if you have a Mac, if you have a PC, they cover everything. So great production value, great quality. How original is this effect compared to other plots? I have no idea. I've never seen anything like this. I really haven't. I don't move in the spiritual magic world, so I don't know what else is out there. I mean, the only other thing I've ever seen like this is Ghost Hunter on TV. So, I mean, it's crazy good, and I think it's really, really awesome. Is it well made? Absolutely. Like I said, I don't think you could make this on your own. I looked through all the little parts and tried to, turn it over and see if there's labels on it or anything like that, or if they, Lincoln logged, Lego built this from scratch. I can't find anything like, I mean, it's perfect. It is clean, it is simple, it is streamlined, it's lightweight, it's into script. This is really good. I like this a lot. All right, so how much practice does it require? It's gonna require some practice, mostly because you're talking about asking questions and receiving answers that aren't audible during the performance. They're not gonna be audible for you, they're not gonna be audible for your spectator. Only the cell phone's gonna be able to pick this up, just like the magic trick says. You're not really lying when you do the performance. You really are recording something, but nobody can hear it. And so timing is going to be crucial to making a clean, crisp, finished product to hand back to the spectator. And so this will take some practice. You will have to practice a lot, probably, I think, just to get the timing down, especially if you want to have the option to do more than one type of questions. I mean, you could do that. You could have questions for a man, questions for a woman, questions for a Spanish-speaking audience, questions for little people, old people, whatever you wanted. The possibilities are endless. And so each one of those scenarios, if you get into it, is going to require some practice. All right, so how much setup and reset is there? Okay, a reset is pretty much, I think there's one little thing you would have to do, but it's instantaneous, it's like fast. I mean, it would be just as fast as sending a text. Setup is gonna take some time. You'd probably set up once for the entire day, but then once you're set up, you're ready to go. So, you'd set up at home, or you'd set up in, a nondescript area, and then you're set. All right, so some positives. I know this trick is $100, but I'm gonna put that down as a positive because it's affordable. I know $100 seems kind of as like out of reach, but when you see what you're getting, the quality of electronic devices that you're getting, plus the over hour of instruction that you're receiving, and then what this trick does, there are so many positives, it's not even funny. I mean, this trick is virtually perfect. And the amount of response and impact that you're gonna receive from this is gonna be over the top. So $100 seems cheap, really. That is a huge positive for this effect. All right, so some negatives. We always say there's negatives to everything. These are just the negatives that I see, and not necessarily the negatives that you might see. But here's the thing, these are the negatives that Alan Rorrison and the people at Murphy's Magic see, okay? They actually tell you the negatives in the DVD. That's how honest and straightforward they are. You know what the negatives are to this? It's too realistic. That's the negative, because magic is supposed to be entertainment, it's supposed to make people feel good. This is so realistic, you're gonna scare people, okay? Now don't get excited. I mean, people do, already some people do believe in spirits and ghosts. Other people have had people who have passed away and died, like relatives, and what you're doing is you're creating a scenario in which that could manifest. And that's a spooky thing. It's one of the things that Harry Houdini was absolutely against, was convincing people that they could have access to the spiritual realm and to speak to the dead. And so that's a negative, okay? So with some people, you could have the possible chance of freaking them out, and you'd have to go to them, take them aside and say, look, it's just a joke, it's a magic trick, woo, I'm just a spooky man. Like, it's not true. Like, you might have to calm somebody down. I mean, it's just that good. I know it doesn't sound like a negative, but it could be a negative, all right? All right, so is it worth your money? Like I said before, absolutely. $100 for what you're getting is nothing. And when you see the quality of this, the precision instrument that you're getting, and what they're pouring into this, and then the possibilities are endless, because you really don't have to do a spiritual seance ghost thing. I was talking to another friend of mine, and we were just spitballing and shooting off ideas, and you could actually do a mental projection. You could ask questions to their phone and have your own voice come back and tell them that you're projecting your thoughts into their phone. It doesn't have to be spiritual or spooky at all. You know, you could do a card routine where you reveal their card and then the answer appears in their phone, or you could do a mentalist routine where you cold read them and then the answers come back in their phone. It could be all like telepathy. So this could take on a whole different realm. Plus, the answers could come from anybody. You could have female answers, Spanish-speaking answers, French-speaking answers, old people answers, young people answers, haunting little girl from the bottom of a well answers. I mean, $100 is nothing for this, okay? They are giving these away, so I would highly recommend this. All right, so who would like this? Who would like this? Spiritualists, obviously, spooky magicians. Dan Sperry would like this. Dan, if you're watching, ooh. Mentalists, the list goes on and on and on. Again, this is EVP, Alan Rorrison, put out by the fine people at Murphy's Magic, and if you'd like to purchase your own, you can find it at one of your favorite Murphy's Magic suppliers. Thanks, bye.